So good morning all of you. I hope you all of you have understand the uprising of 1857, the major causes. So the causes of the revolt, it is already given here. You could see political causes is there, where we could see some exploitative and land revenue policies of the British uh, disturb the Indians and the Indian rulers. Not only that, they have started annexing territories of different kingdoms with the help of some policies like subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse. Some examples are this Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. She fought, but she was unsuccessful. She fought for Jhansi. Then another example of Awadh was given here. Awadh had been converted into a buffer state and it was also taken over with the help of subsidiary alliance. Not only that, some other causes like social and religious causes is there, where we could see that sati system, which was an Indian system, was declared illegal by William Bentinck in 1829. It is a practice. Then widow remarriage and many other racial discrimination was wiped out by the British government. Some of them are good, but some of them are uh, declared as destroyer of Indian custom by the Orthodox Indians. Then another problem, the Christian missionaries, they were also actively involved in converting the people from Hindus to Muslim, Hindus to Christian, Muslims to Christian, like that. Then comes the economic causes. Economic causes, economic policies of the British were not in favor of the Indians. As discussed earlier in the political causes and the social and religious causes, we could understand that the land revenue policies which were introduced by the British were very tough. Okay, so what they used to do, they used to collect more and more taxes from the people of India, from the poor people of India. Then you could see the military causes. The Indian sepoys were not satisfied with the policies of the British. You see this one, the earnings of the Indians and the earnings of the British. So captains, they used to get 448, 266, 700 their salary, but these all people you see 82, 19 and their rank, they cannot go above Subedar's rank, whereas they used to get the higher ranks. The lower ranks you used to get by the Indians. So Indian sepoys were not satisfied with the policies of the British and the sepoys were unhappy because their salaries were low in comparison to those of the British soldiers and they did not get equal opportunities of promotion. Even they were stopped giving bhattas, that is the service allowance. And in 1856 what happened? The company passed the General Service Enlistment Act, according to which every new recruit had to serve overseas. The sepoys were discontented. They need to cross the sea, and that was a violation of their religious sentiment. They don't want to cross the seas. But according to that rule, now everybody need to go to serve outside India. That makes compulsory, which the families were unhappy and the religious sentiments were also hurt. The families, not only that, they lost their traditional lands to the exploitative taxation policies because of the higher taxes. Then comes immediate causes. The whole country was simmering against the unjust exploitative British policies. As I have already told, that in the immediate causes, what happened? One Enfield rifle was introduced, and this new rifle was introduced in the army in 1856. And there is a cartridge which need to be filled up. Before need to fill up in the Enfield rifle, this cartridge need to be bite off, and then this cartridge, the paper of the cartridge was greased, and this grease was rumored that it is coated with the fat of cows and pigs. Okay, fat of cows and pigs. Which was unsupported or not supported by the Hindus and the Muslims. And the news of this cartridge spread like a forest fire. Later on, letters were exchanged among the sepoys, and the sepoys discarded the use of Enfield rifles. So Mangal Pandey, a soldier, attacked his superiors because of this in Barakpur, and this was the time when the spark was actually started. That is, this is known as the immediate cause. On 29 March 1857, he attacked some superiors, and later on he was arrested and executed. But this episode conveyed the message that sepoys were prepared to defy the orders of the British. Now let's see the outbreak of the revolt at Meerut. Mangal Pandey's execution caused a lot of unrest in the army's camps across India, and 85 soldiers of the 3rd Bengal Light Cavalry refused to touch the cartridges. So many of the soldiers, they came to know about it, and all the soldiers together stopped using these cartridges. On 9 May 1857, they were sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment. This infuriated the sepoys at Meerut, who marched to the jail on 10th May 1857, massacred the British officers, released the imprisoned soldiers, and set fire to British property. So I hope you understand how do the outbreak of the revolt at Meerut was started. First of all, the immediate cause, Mangal Pandey attacked, he was executed. Then later on, the soldiers of Bengal light cavalry, they refused to touch the cartridge. And then what happened? On 10 May 1857, okay, sepoys at Meerut marched onto the jail and released the imprisoned soldiers and set fire to British property. Then afterwards, then they started moving towards Delhi. On 11 May 1857, sepoys from Meerut marched towards the Red Fort. Once they reached Delhi, the local sepoys joined them. They killed the European officers stationed there and proclaimed Bahadur Shah Zafar as the Emperor of Hindustan. Hope you understand. 9 May 1857, sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment, Bengal Light Cavalry's soldiers. 10 May 1857, those who were outside, they came and they started attacking the British officers and released the imprisoned soldiers. So 10 May 1857 will be an important date for you. Then 11 May, they started moving towards Delhi, and while moving towards Delhi, they killed many European officers and they proclaimed the Emperor of Hindustan as Bahadur Shah Zafar. And then soon the people of neighboring areas also jumped into the rebellion against the British, and the sepoys as well as Indian chiefs proclaimed their loyalty to the Mughal emperor. Thus Delhi became the center of the revolt. So slowly the spread of the revolt was started. So spread of the revolt will go next time, otherwise the video will be so long. So thank you. Next time we will start spread of the revolt.